I can't breathe! I can't breathe! I can't breathe! Oh, oh. Hey, Eli and Neil. I'm making this video for two reasons. One is I'm going to be at the market on Sunday, at flea market selling, so I'm not going to be able to type it in the chat box. But I do have something for Neil to look into, and I want to know his opinion on this because it's about South Africa. A few years ago, when I was selling on eBay, I was sending Dan root money. About like anywhere between 50 and like the most was like 500 a month. And I quit doing that to go to college. And now I'm running for state senate here in North Carolina, but I'm back to selling. And Morris Gillette's website has a link to a guy in South Africa, and I was going to do basically the same thing with him, except see if he could get people to move to where. And this is the best map I could get printed of South Africa. And the guy lives in the Northwest province, I think, like in this section of it. But basically, from my understanding, the stat I saw is there's like 600,000 destitute people that live there, and I think they're over in the like Johannesburg and this sort of area. If we can move all the whites in the country from here over to here, who want to, the identity people and the poor people and Christian people who are destitute probably would be more willing to. And basically push all the savages out by just shooting them, but also you could move them. This is the desert. I figure you could fence off like a 5-6 square mile area and just kind of pack them in there and let them starve to death. Kind of like how Eisenhower, killed prisoners of war in World War II. You'd do the same thing. And basically with Oriana already printing its own currency. Just keep with that. Now, that'd be one way we can get an independent country. And do you think that would work? I was thinking of going back to like see if I can send him $50, $60 a month to help build something over there and bring people in. And if you're in that section of the country, then in this western section, then we should obviously, network together and work together on that. But also, when it comes to politics, I know that hemp is, and I actually have a article about that. I'll get you. It says can change the world. And according to this, you can make plastic out of it that's biodegradable. But it's also high in vitamin B fiber, dietary fiber, and it's I know you can make cloth out of it, make clothes out of it. So basically, what I would do is try and promote green energy through putting factories in the North Cape to turn, hemp into plastic, and it'd be poor whites that are working in it. And you guys would own it. Then you just have to go out and push the blacks out of the way, but you would have, just shoot them and kick them out. And we'd see, and then if you go to the Zulu King and say, if you want an independent country there, then the ANC gets to the top section. Then what you'd do is, when we get enough people moved to the west, just kidnap Zuma and say, you have to give a press conference saying we're splitting the country. And then the Zulus get their land in between Lesotho and Swaziland. And the ANC gets their northeast section. And we'll have to take the rest of it, later. 40, 50 years down the road, all of South Africa could be the Boer Republic. But in the meantime, I think that's an option. The non-Afrikaner, non-Boer white Africans, the English, who could take Namibia, and eventually, everything south of the Zambezi, we can split into two countries, the English country and the Dutch country. And let you know what your opinion on that is and what you think about it.